Right. So let's go to Dizaro.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about how we can assess the performance of a website. It's not just an assessment. We can take it up and find out where the performance problems are and how to make it faster. So let's go back and to the main page and click this link, performance assessment, where I'm using a webpagetest.org to test or assess your website performance. Um, let's start with Walmart. How does Walmart perform fare compared to the competitors? So enter Walmart and it takes us to a different page. I'm using the free version of this software. So what it does is it takes to Walmart and the user actions or the performance is assessed from Dallas, Washington using Chrome version, and the internet is cable. So with this criteria, there's a lot of parameters here, but the parameters that we are using to assess Walmart are these parameters. Now it's started its assessment now. So um, let's see how Walmart fares. In the meantime, we can also start working on the other comparison, which is going to be Amazon. Let's try Amazon.com, how Amazon fares well. Let's see how this goes. So now there's two that's running right now. So let's wait for a few more. So basically what it does is the same thing. It uses the Dallas um, and then the Chrome browser and the cable, and here's where the load is. And we can change this to different places, but let's see how we get the results. So it basically compares a user experience, like how much of user um, response times it's gonna take. So the way that I ran it was to do two runs. The reason is, first time when you do it's going to take some time, and the second time it might run faster because it's cache. So that's why it's always better to have two runs. So here is what the performance of Amazon is. It looks these are the scorings that they have, and these are the scorings for different areas, like the compressed transfer, images transfer, static contents over the wire, and then the use of effective CDN. CDN is, as we all know, the content delivery, how much that they've been using. So let's look at how it performed. So the very first time it ran, it took 8.313 seconds. And the total time it took for the complete rendering page for Amazon.com, including all the frames, it's 12 seconds. The speed index is 5364. I think this is compared against the whole industry standards. And the second time it ran, it's very impressive. It's one of the best, I guess. It's 6 seconds, completely loaded, which is real good performance. So if you look at it, it also provides a waterfall on what the split up of this 8 seconds for this homepage, right? Amazon.com. Similarly, it also gives you the repeat view. The same page took only 3.2 seconds. And if you look at the content breakdown, it tells us what's the content. So 66% here is all image, and this bytes again received or transferred through the wire is again 78%. And the same thing it compares to the run 2, and that's pretty much it. And if you see, if you wanted to drill down on this, we know exactly where the time is spent and how to make it faster. It's not just the front end layer, but based on this we can see how to tune the network, how to tune the app servers, how to tune the database servers, or how to tune the, but this gives you an indication of where the most of the time is spent. So I promised I would show you the Walmart as well. So let's go back to Walmart, and let's do that again one more time and see how Walmart fares against its competitor. Now Walmart calls itself the competitor to Amazon. So let me go to Walmart and click submit. So same place. It's running from Dallas, and it's a Chrome and cable, same place. So that's a good way to assess the performance from both areas, right? So let's wait, and I think we are like 15 seconds to go. And now we'll check the scores of Walmart. You can test any particular or assess performance, assess any particular website. This is a very cool site. This is developed by a Chrome developer from Google, and I use it all the time. And we use this as a indicator to assess the performance even before I go. So we tune the app performance like JVMs and things like that. Um, but this is a first indicator of how the user would see in these certain parameters. Okay, let's look at the results here. They're using a good CDN, but look at the score here compared to Amazon. Amazon was all A here, but this is a B. And look at the first time to byte is C, which means the loading time is taking way too longer on the rendering of this page. So what's going on here? Let's go to this first time to byte and see. So the compressed images are 85 to 100, so the image compression can be done better. And look at the use of progressive JPEGs. It's like 2 out of 100, so they can do a better job here. And caching can be done better. It's 83 out of 100. Static contents like using CDM is 96 by 100. What does that mean? They can effectively use the content delivery networks. Here are some of the failed components that did not deliver. If they take care of all these things, I think they would be 100 out of 100. So here's a gist of what it means. So first time to buy, QLab, and what are the metrics that they're measuring again. So this is a pretty good excuse me, indicator of where the performance stands, and these are the failed areas. So let's see, this guy here 35 failed on the progressive, so that's why we have this as C. So from here we can get into the waterfall method, and we can very well say, hey, you know what, your performance first, these are the low hanging fruits, fix it. And then let's look into the more detailed level into the app performance, where we can use some of these tools for monitoring the container level as well as the infrastructure level. And even then, if you can't get this, we can take a thread dump on the utilization and then run it against this tool. That would tell you where the waiting time is. So that's pretty much it I would like to cover. I have covered these three things in the different videos. Please take a look at it and provide me the feedback. Appreciate your time. Thanks.